Hi, everybody. Welcome to week 3 of English 3010 online. This week, we are wrapping up Project 1. It's kind of hard to believe that we're already at the end of our first project, but you guys have been working hard, researching your discourse communities, and building your websites is your next step as you get ready to post a draft of your site for peer review this week and get things revised and polished up to turn in on Sunday night. All right, so let's go over the week's activities and then we'll talk a little bit about conferences, which are optional for this project. Okay, here we go. Okay, so I'm gonna click on our week 3 activities folder. And you guys will see that a lot of the week is open and free for you to continue working on your website. But there is just one thing that I'm going to ask you guys to read aside from reading each other's drafts of your sites. And that is, I'd like you to read this blog post about 9 essential principles for good web design. Now, some of you are using a site like Wix or Weebly or WordPress that have templates for you to build websites. Some of you may be building your website from scratch or using a good web builder like InDesign. Either way you go, you still need to be considering the design of your site, and that includes a lot of visual choices. This blog post that I'm having you guys read this week just goes through some of the basic principles of good web design in terms of visual design choices. So you want to try to have that read by Wednesday, and you'll be looking at your week 3 video. I want to go in there and fix that. Your week 3 video, which you're watching right now. So good job. And by Wednesday, I want you guys to have your draft of your site posted. So I know that usually our deadlines for everything are Sunday night, midnight. But for peer review, we need to get everything posted to the discussion thread by Wednesday so that everyone gets a chance to complete their peer review commenting by Sunday. Does that make sense? Get your draft posted by Wednesday so that you can receive comments and give comments to others by Sunday. And by Friday, you want to have read at least 2 of your classmates' drafts that they posted Wednesday by midnight. And you want to write comments to your classmates' drafts and any revisions to your own site you want to be working on, because Sunday night is the big deadline. Project 1 is due! And also, your second reflection journal is due. Reflection Journal 2 can be found right here, just below your weekly schedule. The Project 1 link is in the Project 1 folder. It's beneath all your weekly activity folders. So if you go back to Project 1 under Weekly Tasks and Assignments, scroll down, make sure that you've read over the minimum requirements for Project 1, which includes all the aspects of your website that need to be in place. They're given here to you in bullet point form. I won't read through them now because you guys can read that on your own. You can take a look too here at the rubric. So this rubric will be what I use to grade all of the Project 1 websites that get turned in. Here's the learning objectives that we're working on. We've gone through week 1, week 2. You're on week 3 folder. And at the very bottom, this link is where you'll click, and you need to click on Project 1 Final Draft, where you can go in to this folder. Again, you can view the rubric from here. You can see the due date, which is Sunday by midnight. And when you go to attach a link, you can do it a couple of ways. You can put it in the right submission, so you can post your link right here. Or you can, well, I think that's pretty much the only format that I can get it in. So make sure that you post your link here. Hit submit, and it will submit through Blackboard. Okay, so we've got some substantial stuff to work on this week, but we've got a little bit of wiggle room in which to work on it. So I think we've got a pretty good week shaping up ahead of us. A couple of things to note. First, there are optional conferences available this week. I will be in my office Tuesday from noon to 2 during my office hours. You're free to drop by to have a quick conference if you'd like to talk about your website, any questions you have about Project One. I'll also be in my office from 2 to 4 on Thursday, if that time works better for anybody to drop by and have optional conferences. And I'm also available at other times by appointment via Skype. So if you would like to conference with me about Project One, I'm absolutely available. Also, if you would like to talk with your peer mentor, Rayanne, rather than myself, that's fine too. Rayanne's available via email. She's made herself available for some appointments, but she's also available via the GroupMe text setup that she has for you guys. Let us know if you have any questions at all about Project One. The final thing I wanted to chat about is a point about audience. So when you think about the rhetorical situation for Project One, of course, part of your purpose here is to complete the assignment. Why are you making this website that's describing aspects of your chosen discourse community? Right, I assigned it. Sure. But you're also creating a website, which is a piece of writing in a particular genre that's going to be made available to a wide audience, potentially. You want to consider your audience when you're writing pieces for this website. I'm not the only audience that's going to have access to this website, and if you create it with enough savvy and targeting a wide enough audience, this website may be something that you could put on your CV for the future. This could be a writing sample that you submit maybe with your grad school submission. There are a lot of possibilities here, but this is why considering your rhetorical situation is so important. Considering who your audience might potentially be, and also considering your intended audience, who you definitely are trying to target with this website. Your purpose here, of course, is yes, to fulfill the assignment, but it is also to inform about the aspects of your chosen discourse community. So you want to strike a mildly professional tone, but it doesn't have to be super formal. Consider your audience, consider your purpose, and consider the aspects of good web design. And I think you'll do just fine on this project. All right, have a great week.